Mr. the Mrs. I'm Shatara.
I'm Elise. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe below.
Yes, Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year!
We made it.
2021.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Funny because I read a meme and somebody was like, don't it sound funny saying 2021? But
2021.
Yeah.
2020 ain't win. Not the bad parts.
Not the bad parts.
Not the bad
It was
parts.
a lot of winning moments.
It was.
In spite of it all, but it ain't win.
We still here. We
here.
still breathing. We still alive, and God is still good.
Come on.
So listen, let's go 2021.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited about 2021. How you feel?
I am too. I mean, I'm excited about Missing the Missus.
Yeah.
I'm excited about seeing my baby continue to grow, seeing myself continue to grow, seeing Missing the Missus continue to grow, and just, you know, seeing, I'm also excited to see what happens with COVID and this vaccine, honestly. I know a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are like, I ain't doing that. I ain't getting that.
Because I said that.
And in the beginning, I did too. Now, I just say I haven't got the vaccine yet because I'm not 100% against it. I think everybody should do their research and look into it. Speak to educated people you may know when it comes to COVID vaccine. Talk to people who have gotten it. See what their thoughts and results are. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited for the world to open back up and get back to some sense of normalcy. Like, I want to go on vacation.
So bad.
I want to take my baby somewhere for spring break. I want to do stuff this summer. So, I mean, just educate yourself. I'm not saying run out and get it if that's what you don't want to do. Everybody needs to make up their own decision. But I do say, get educated on it. Do some research.
Absolutely. I didn't even think about bringing up the COVID vaccine, but I'm glad you did. This eyelash may get on my nerves. But anyway, but I'm glad you did. But that is a good point. Like, you know, at least there's something out there now that can provide, outside of God, Jesus, of course, but that can provide some hope to some people that give you like a glimmer of, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
You know, and I was definitely like, I ain't taking it. I mean, I don't know if I told anybody not to take it. I don't know. But I know I was like, I ain't taking it, you know, maybe, you know, but now it's just like, okay, let me do my research about it.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's like, I'm not trying to be fearful. Yeah. Because I think we were talking the other day and you brought up how we don't know what we put in our bodies when we do flu shots and all that stuff anyway. Was that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
We don't know. And that kind of like opened up my eyes a little bit. Like, that is so true. We put stuff in our bodies all the time.
I mean, all these vitamins and all this like weight loss stuff people be taking, all these tummy flatten teas and all that stuff. Y'all don't know what's truly in that stuff. And I mean, people like, no, that vaccine came out too fast. And I'm like, it's 2020. Right. If it didn't come out that fast, we should be concerned.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
What are y'all doing? Why hasn't it come out yet? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just like to think of both sides before
I did ponder on that after we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that is a very good point. And it's like we quick to say, you know, I mean, of course, you know, how, like you mentioned yesterday when we were talking, how people, you know, we grew up like with the, what was that, syphilis or shingles?
I think it was the syphilis when they injected all those black people with syphilis and people died because they didn't provide the care they promised they were going to provide.
And so, of course, there's always that conspiracy even in my head where they just try to take us out, you know?
And I mean, it's sad, but that's how we think as black people.
Yeah.
Because we always do think like, what y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to get rid of us? I ain't going. So there is that stigma there. So I get it. But we can't continue to think we just gonna go through life without it. Yeah. Like, something.
Because then at one point, I feel like it's gonna be so many people over here saying, well, no, you can't come over because you ain't got it. Absolutely. Or you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, do your research. But that's a good point in coming into 2021. Just finding out, you know, the results of people taking the first shot and then what's going to happen after they take the second shot.
And that's where I am with it now. I'm just like, I've been talking to people.
Sorry, guys. I don't care.
I've been talking to people who's on their second one.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I know a few people that I used to work with, and then a friend of mine who has gotten her first shot. So I did reach out to a few people like, so what are your thoughts about it? Yeah. And, you know, keep me up to date what happened once they got their second, because they just recently got their second one. And so, I mean, I just say be educated. I'm still not running out to get it, but I do say educate yourself about it. Especially if you're ready to be out here traveling and doing all that.
And I am.
Me too.
I'm so ready to go somewhere. I don't know where
Me
to go.
too.
My birthday is in April. I'm trying to get up out of here. My anniversary is a week before that. I'm trying to get up out of here twice. Okay.
For real.
Back to back. But I already know. I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. I don't know.
Right.
But we'll see.
But even with jobs and employment and stuff, I think it's gonna get to a point where they're gonna want to know if you have the vaccine. I mean, probably not in 2021.
Yeah.
But at some point, I mean, because if you think so many companies started working from home,
Yeah, they did.
they're going to have to take some kind of precaution to come back into buildings.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I feel like there's going to be surveys and questions, and
Did you
that's
take the
going
vaccine?
to be one of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah.
I also think that it's a good thing everybody started working from home, because now companies know this job could be done from home, and we ain't gotta be sitting in these offices all day.
Well, shout out to my job, because I've been home for years.
For real.
But some people actually like going into work. Like, I know this girl, she's like, oh my God, I hate it. You know, she hate being at home because, I mean, a lot of their friends are at work.
Yeah,
I get that too.
that's how Sharice is. And Sharice just feels like she's more productive in the office.
Oh, absolutely.
And I get it. I mean, because I used to work from home, so it would be like, you have to really, really train yourself to sit down and work.
It's still hard. And I've been home, what, a few years. It's still hard to be like, focus on your job even at home. But look, I know if I don't want to go back in the office, I better do what I'm supposed to do. Because
but then there's also the issue of working too much at home. You know what I mean? Because I found myself doing that sometimes. It would be 9 o'clock at night and I'd be like, let me just log on and work a couple hours.
Well, you already know my life, but...
So that can be a problem for me too. And I'll be like, oh, my baby sleep. Let me go ahead and knock out a couple hours while she sleeps. So that can also take away stuff, because that's the only time I get peace is at night. Once my baby go to bed, I ain't hearing nobody say, mama, I ain't got to feed nobody. I ain't got to do nothing. All that responsibility is in the bed. And now that's my me time. So I don't know. I just, there's both sides to working from home and going in the office.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I kind of miss the office just to see certain people.
Yeah.
You know, but if I can go in and be like, hey, then go right back home, then I'm good.
Right? The only thing I really like about being in the office around holiday time.
Okay, I can agree to that.
That's like, because you get to do so many fun, the companies I've worked for, we've done fun activities during holidays, and I think the spirit is just good.
It is.
Around
I can
the
agree
holidays.
to that.
So
Holidays is fun in the office. And just, not that I would be eating potlucks and nothing like that. Or if they order some stuff, I would be the first one there. Not on no greedy tip, but on some safe tip.
For real.
I will be the first one there because, look, I don't want it if a whole bunch of people already been around it.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, around the holidays, that is cool. Just to have the camaraderie and the spirit, like you said, and just the laughing and, you know, just having times with your employees, you know.
Yeah. I mean, in the last couple companies
not your employees, but your coworkers. Yeah.
I mean, the last couple offices I went, we even did like Christmas decorating contests and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff makes going to work fun. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
we got a lot going on.
We do. So tell us in the comments how your 2021 has been going so far. I mean, I know we only like 10 days in, but
I'm excited about this year though.
Me too.
So every year, at the end of the year, me and Alonzo will sit down and just talk about what we want to do, like for the next year or whatever. And so I mean, we did that. I feel like I should do that in different areas of my life, not just like with my marriage. So, you know, we have some goals and stuff that we're trying to attain for like 2021. But we even did that with Mr. and Mrs. to get ready for 2021. We have been starting about what we want to put in place and just kind of how to even grow. Y'all, we are growing. Like, I mean, I really appreciate this girl because it's like it's amazing to be in friendship with people when you're not stagnant and you don't just stay right there. And the other day I was just looking around me, like, and looking through my phone at the people like I text all the time or just talk to every once in a while. Everybody around me really is winning right now. Yeah. And I say that humbly by the grace of God, because things could be a lot worse. And no, everything isn't perfect, but everybody around me is really winning. And I'm just so grateful that God has kept us for one. And I remember saying that on New Year's Eve, or when the clock struck 12, I think I text y'all in our group chat, and I was like, y'all, we made it. I don't know why I'm emotional right now, but God has really kept it. Like, 2020 was like rough, and people lost people.
A lot of people.
And a lot of people who got sick, you know, with the virus and stuff. But by the grace of God, like, he really kept us, and that's why I was so emotional. I'm like, God really kept us, and I'm just grateful. You know what I mean? I don't take it lightly. I don't take it advantage of it. But he kept us, so it's like, okay, we have this opportunity to live, like literally live.
Yes.
And 2021, I'm deciding to live. Like, I don't care. Like, fear, like, all of that stuff, the weight of it that I used to carry and burden for so long, I don't feel that at all. Like, I still get, like, nervous about things, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so we were talking about things that we wanted for 2021, and I'm expecting God to just really blow up even more for like Miss and the Misses, like, because we didn't even expect all the stuff that we're doing right now. We didn't even expect like all of that.
No,
it kind of just plans. Right. All we did was like take one step, and then the next step led to the next step, and the next step led to the next step. You know what I mean? So it was just like, wow, like,
it was great. It's been great.
Yeah.
I mean, and I expect it to get greater, and I'm excited about it. So.
I am just like, whatever doors open up, like, we're just willing to go in, and just, I'm grateful for the people that are around me that are just doing big things. I mean, I got friends that are, you know, about to close on home in the middle of a pandemic. You know what I mean? That's amazing. Like, I got my cousin who's about to go back to school to become she's gonna get her PhD, not to become a medical doctor, but her PhD or whatever. And you know what I mean? Just people are getting jobs and just all of that stuff. Like, I'm really grateful for everybody around me, you know?
Absolutely.
It's good when something good happens to you, but when you start seeing it just trickle around to everybody else around you, like, it just feels amazing. Feels amazing to just,
I agree.
You know, all of that. I'm excited about 2021 for everybody.
Me too. And I'm just excited about the things I learned in 2020. I mean, I got laid off in April, but I did not struggle.
No.
In 2020. Well, financially, like, I did not struggle. There may have been some mental struggle there. Like, on and off, only because it's just like, you're so used to working. Like, that's what you do. Like, you think that's what your life is supposed to be, working. And so it was like, you sit in the house, and it's like, whether I was working or not, I think just sitting in the house took a toll. And it's just like, okay, y'all, we gotta get out this house. Like, I'm tired of sitting in these four walls. Like, but then you have to think, like, there are so many other people out there doing the same thing as you. But that's going way off of what I was just talking about. But
that's a good point.
Yeah, like, I'm just so grateful that I did not struggle in 2020 without having a steady income. But okay. I mean, like, I mean, just in 2021, like, I've been interviewing for a position, but I feel like pieces are just literally falling into place. Even for just this position. And it's just like, wow, God really be looking out. Like, you really have to be grateful for the things God does for you. I mean, not just putting things in place for you, but like your mental stability, like, all of that is so important. And I think just letting God know that you're grateful is so powerful.
And it'll keep you, like,
absolutely.
It'll keep you with a perspective, like, okay, I may be going through this, but it's somebody far along. So God, I just thank you for this. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, because during the pandemic, I was thinking about people that's like stuck at home or not in a home. Like, there was so many people that's struggling. And I just was really praying for people like that, where people stuck at home in bad situations. So.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of lessons in 2020. I mean, my biggest one is just not taking people for granted. I did a lot more reaching out to people in 2021 because y'all know I'm good at texting, but I'll leave it alone. But I kind of picked it up later towards the end of the year because I remember I was like, okay, I'm going to do better. And I did. But just not taking people for granted. You know, that in 2020, like...
Yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for the lessons that people have learned and the ways people have grown in 2020. I honestly think a lot of us needed that. Like, a lot of us needed to be able to sit down and reflect on our lives. Yeah. And I think that's going to make people greater in the years to come.
Absolutely. Because even like for 2021, my goal is literally, and this goes back to what I was saying about me and Alonzo, like we sit down and just kind of plan out the year or whatever, but so for 2021, I just want to be my best self in every area of my life. Yeah. For my health, like I got to get my body together. Even desiring children, you know what I mean? Like I have to get my body together. I got to get my health together.
Don't y'all worry, I'm on that.
She is, I just dealing with some personal issues with health. I know what I need to do, and it's like I don't. You know what I mean? But I want to be healthy. Like, I want to feel good walking up and down stairs. You know what I mean? Just the little things like that. And I'm young. You know what I mean? But just even being the best worker on my job, being the best that I can be. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the position that I am, and not taking advantage. And that's another lesson. Just not taking advantage of your job. You know what I mean? For real. I've really learned that I've tried my hardest not to complain about work. You know what I mean? Because people looking for work. You know what I mean? So that was another lesson. But I want to be the best I can be on my job. I want to be the best, just friend, daughter, wife, like all of that. You know what I mean? I just really want to be a genuinely good person this year and better. You know what I mean? So I don't really have like one specific goal, but just to like grow and just being better at what I am and who I am to people. Yeah.
Aw, you're a good person though. She can be better. I'm just playing.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why.
But wait, going back to you trying not to complain about your job, right? So I was talking to my mama today. If y'all know my mama is funny. Yeah. Like, so she was like, I was telling her, I was like, I'm on step 3 of this interview process for this job. She was like,
we praying, y'all. We believe this is her job. Y'all, point your hand to the camera and be like, you got this. Yes. You got this. Yes.
So she gonna say, now when you get this job, I don't want to hear not one complaint about nobody getting on your nerves, about this work getting on your nerves, none of that. I said, well, first of all, you know me, I'm gonna complain, but that don't make me no less grateful. Like, don't nobody want to hear your mouth about working.
Man. You got a point though.
Like, okay, I know.
But it's people. It's not so much the work for you. It's the people that do crazy, that do dumb stuff.
I don't be having the patience for people.
It be the people that do dumb stuff, and she be like, So we don't want to hear it. I'm with you. We don't want to hear it. Girl, we done prayed this job in. I done called this job in.
I promised her a year. I said I'm going to go a year without complaining. After that, I can't make my promises.
Okay, well, I'm going to hold you to that. Okay. I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Listen, when you want to complain, you better praise God. Like, wait a minute, God, thank you for the job.
I know, y'all.
Girl, my mama done called me like, what's going on with leaving the job? Because I'm praying this morning. Keep praying. We waiting. We on step 3.
Mama Wanda, thank you. Thank you.
We is not playing, but yeah, girl.
Oh, y'all, I'm going to do better.
Yeah. Okay. She gonna do better. But people do be doing some dumb stuff.
Listen. Okay. It be the emails for me. I just be like, right. Don't email me that. Right. Girl. And don't CC everybody.
Girl, I got somebody that will CC the president. Well, I can't say. I ain't gonna say the company name, but they will CC everybody and his mama. Okay. They will go back and get his babysitter. Okay. I can't.
That's just my biggest pet peeve. Okay, moving on.
But yeah, so all of that, yes.
I just really want to be a happier, calmer person in 2021. Like, if y'all know me, I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. And I'm just not gonna do that no more. Mainly with my baby. You've
been doing better lately.
I know. I've been really just trying to have conversations with her. Mm-hmm. And even she came to me the other day and was like, Mom, I'm trying to be good. Okay? I don't want to be a bad child. And I was like, you're not a bad child. She was like, okay, I'm trying not to do bad things. Cause she know better, y'all. She just be pushing the limit.
She do.
And I don't know why.
Because that's your child. That's your child and Lisa's niece.
Ooh, that mouth. Love you, Lisa, with that mouth. You gave her that mouth. But, so that's my goal. My goal is to be happy. Mm. And my goal is to be calmer. And try to understand other people's perspective. Because sometimes that's really hard for me. Like, I'm quick to be like, they dumb. But I'm going to do better.
I don't know about that one for me.
That's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal of mine.
Yeah. Well,
to try to see other people's perspective of things before I fly off the hinges.
That's good, Lily. I'm glad that you're saying this out loud.
I know.
So now I could be like, wait a minute. I mean, because she did that to me too. But yeah.
Yeah, I fly off the hinges quick, especially in public. I'm getting better.
So, well, I don't know if you watch, but our church is actually in a series right now. It's called By This Time Next Year. Mm-hmm. And it's really been good for me. So it's like, I find myself being more careful of what I'm saying, not out of fear, because it's like almost like, okay, what if it really don't happen by next year or this? But I'm really trying to step out on faith a lot more this year and just really just trust God with the hard things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my scripture for the year is nothing is impossible with God. And it's just like really just trusting God for the hard things. And I'm like, okay, God, you know, help me to trust you. Because honestly, I don't fully trust you in this area, but help me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just help me to believe. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm excited. I feel like I'm like tiptoeing. Like, okay, but that's good. You can tiptoe yourself into faith.
You sure can.
To believe. So that's good. So I feel like I'm tiptoeing on certain things, just believing God, but I'm gonna put it out there. By this time next year, some things that I have in my mind will happen. And I'm even struggling because I'm like, do I say it?
I was gonna say, this is hard for her, y'all. Like, she does this a lot, and I'll be like, oh no, you will. Like, she does that a lot, and I'll be like,
even now, I'm like, do I say it? Well, I won't say it yet, but I'll say it later. But yeah,
that's where we different. But
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm so
we didn't have no time. We just started talking, y'all. So.
We did. We just was like, we're gonna wing it.
Yeah. But just talking about the new year.
Oh, this time next year.
What, fam?
Guess what? I'm gonna have a boyfriend.
Girl, you might be married by this time next year.
Come on, God.
Look.
Go.
Yes. Look. He gotta be at least 40 years old.
Y'all know I love. I'm a hopeless romantic. It's really bad because my baby is too, and I've been noticing this about her. And
she has a love language.
She does. Like, and I just be like, Lord, please.
But that's a good thing.
I know, but it's. I don't know.
That's a good thing. At least you grew into yours. You can kind of see hers now. You know what I mean? Because she's watching you.
Yeah.
But yeah, if y'all know somebody single, he gotta love Jesus. He has to have a relationship with God first. But then, I mean, he can be 40 years and up. Huh? I'm editing it. He has to be 40 years old and up. Are we starting at 40 or
40?
Well, we done deal with the 38s and 39s. You see where that got us?
Girl, Jesus.
Okay, we'll start with 37 years old and up. Will that work?
Okay.
37 years old and up.
I'm editing this out.
A steady job. I mean, it's not even about money, but just, somebody who can provide for themselves and take care of themselves first.
Absolutely.
And pay their bills on time.
Absolutely.
Who can at least pay their cell phone bill. I'm sorry.
What else, girl? What else?
Wait a minute. I'll edit that out. I didn't mean to.
What else?
Yeah, just somebody who is not afraid to be transparent, honest.
Y'all,
all of that, right?
Yeah.
All of that, right?
All of that.
An honest person.
I agree.
Transparent person.
Like, okay, so y'all, for real, my like big things is you have to be able To take care of yourself.
To take care of yourself. It ain't even about you. Right. That's what I said.
You have to have a job to be able to support yourself. A legal job. Like, I don't care what you know. I'm not against people doing what they gotta do for work. I'm really not.
Right.
And you have to be able to communicate. Like, communication is huge to me. And it's like, I be like, people who can't communicate, it's a problem for me.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I go from 0 to 100 so quick, because I just don't understand how grown people cannot communicate. And you don't have to communicate the way that I do, but you need to communicate.
No, communicating or conversing is conversing. Or, talking is talking.
I mean, like, I'm not saying, like, you have to be super open, because, like, I feel like I'm a super open book when I'm in a conversation with people. And some people aren't. It do take them a while. They give bits and pieces. That's what I mean. But you have to be able to have a conversation, and you have to be able to communicate about what's going on with you. You know what I mean? Like, just in honesty. You know, things like that. Like,
see, I said
normal things.
I just forgot the communication part, but yeah. Normal things. That's the bare minimum, actually.
It is.
Well, in my opinion.
It is. I think it's the very, very bare minimum. But, you know, people be telling me my standard's too high and that I ask for too much, but, you know, I'll just keep waiting. So.
But yeah, so.
Holler at me.
You can filter through me because, look. Filter through me. Feel free to reach out at missingthemrs@gmail.com. But yeah, just filter through me.
Anyway.
But yeah, so, well, okay, wait. I don't even know how we really got on that.
Either. But anyway.
But yeah, so I hope you guys have an amazing 2021.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I am.
Let's have a great 2021.
Yeah.
And check in with us.
Check in.
Let us know what y'all looking forward to in 2021. What your goals are. Things you're like really looking forward to.
We have a website coming soon, guys. But okay. Oh my God.
We love you guys.
Yes.
Thank you for supporting Missing the Misses.
We love you guys. Thank you.